Alright guys, so we're going to go over my trades today, and so the first one that I traded was OPTX. Um, this thing has got three gaps, one closes green, or two closes red. If you look right here, this is almost a pop and fail. It's just shy of a pop and fail, but it had huge gap in pre-market, right? So I was looking for that. And then this is just over a pre-market high with a gap and extension, and then this is an intraday runner. There was no gap in pre-market. It's got 6 million float, no institution, no short float, and it does have a little bit of cash. It's got $500,000. We don't know what the burn rate is, so I mean $500,000. Really to me that means doesn't have jack shit. So we go to that one first. So this thing had a phenomenal long in pre-market. This thing pops up, goes over basically yesterday's intraday high. It does a stuff over that, then it does a curl, squeezes up, right? It gets to a topping right here at 370s, does another curl, volume comes in, and this thing has a topping up here at like 660, and then it just fades down. I took a long right here. The reason I took a long right there is because I was looking at this level as a floor, and I was like, okay, the first, second, and VWAP are all like right here. The one thing that I wasn't really mindful of is this. It has 1.1 million shares that just got dumped right here, right? So that should have been a red flag. In my head, I was like, okay, well, this is gonna at least curl and do like a lower high. I figured it would get to at least $6. I was like, yeah, if I'm logging down here like 440, that's a good return. I started off really small, went down. Then I was looking at this level and this buy up level, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna long right here. So that first long, my stop was right here. Then I longed. I moved my stop up to here. Longed again. Stop goes to break even. It pops. Doesn't give me anything. I cover break even. Then it does like a fake breakdown. It's got a higher low, and I was like, you know what? I'll give this a shot. So I longed it again, and it stopped me out. This is this I believe I went in with half size. So like whenever I'm doing long, right? So this is fourth size. This is fourth size. This is probably another fourth, and then this is me adding in my full size. So right here, I believe I went in half size. So I got a half size stop. It comes up here again. I long over the break of this, looking for a squeeze potentially, and it didn't work. And I was just like, dude, I'm done. It did, eventually do like, a little fake break over this, but like I said, the difference between the two stocks that I'm gonna show is this. This is a shit ton of shares in pre-market. There's potentially a million buyers stuck up here, so it's got a lot of, and it doesn't have a lot of volume either. That's another crazy thing. So that was what was wrong with this one. Then if you go to my next stock that I traded, it was NUKK and NUKK. It's not even on here because because I took it off initially because of this 1 million float. got 1 million float, 1 million share float, right? It's got 7 gaps, 2 closed green, 5 closed red. I'm not really sure how this works. Like, I don't know if like it just opens and it tanks, and then while it's tanking, it flies up. I'm not really sure how this works. Maybe it just like fades down, and then it I don't know, does like an offering in pre-market, and then buys back up. Because if you look at this, this fades about 60%, then it extends 60%. Fades about 60%, extends 60. Fades 80, extends 65. Fades 80, extends 20. Like, so, like, I don't know what the hell that means, honestly. They're behind 5 months, which is not good at all. They have literally no cash. But once again, like I said, it's got 1 million float. So the reason I was watching this thing was because there was a trade. Where was it? I believe it was right here. So this thing, is really not even up that much, right? It's up from $1. It opened at $1. So it literally gave all of its gap back, which is another reason why I was looking for this thing, because first, second, third, and fourth are all like right there, right? Doesn't have a lot of volume. And so like my thought process was, okay, so what's gonna happen? I'm gonna get in, say right here, like I think it's like 280. Like, worst case scenario, this thing goes all the way down to here. I get out at $2. That's I went in with 100 shares at the very beginning. Okay, I'll lose $80. Who gives a shit? But the huge difference is there's no. Let me move this. There's no really huge volume at all. The highest volume is right here, and yeah, it stuffs out, here and here, but I mean, it doesn't, it has no volume at all. The volume starts kicking in right here at 9:30, but it's way down here, low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low stuff, and this is the reason I got in, right? It's because I'm a part of another chat room where these guys are like, oh, dude, that's beautiful. Like, I loaded huge size, right? Well, the other thing is, awesome. That's great, dude. You loaded a huge size here at 4. It fails down to 2. Yeah, that is a great move, right? The difference is on that, like, this thing already float rotated like multiple times, and so then it catches itself. It looks like it's making a curl to me, and I was like, dude, this thing's holding. The VWAP's right here. My first target's right there. I was like, dude, if this thing's not gonna break down, and like really, like it doesn't have that far to fail, really. And so I was like, you know what? I got in half, full, covered a piece, re-added, covered some more piece, re-added, covered some more, re-added. I believe I got out everything right here. Then it held. It started coming back down, and like it's still everything over that it's float rotating. That's the huge difference. This thing is just pumping out insane amounts of volume, right? And so I got in baby size again. I went in full size, cover, added back, and then covered right before the halt. I had to go back to work. I did for sure come in and tell my boss that because I was not able to be around for this beautiful consolidation and reattack that I was not able to go buy us a vacation home down in Colombia, and that he owes me a vacation home in Colombia, because I can tell you right now, I would have absolutely been loading the boat right freaking here. I mean, that's $4. I mean, the high up here before it even starts having any wicks at all is at $9. Like, that's insane. That's another thing. You know, first off, the price action on this stuff was crazy, but until you start seeing big wicks up here like this, there's no reason to sell off, right? And then when you start seeing two big red candles and then this big white candle right here, like, that's another signal to long. They just trapped a bunch of shorts, dropping the bid out. They freaking squeezing like a son of a bitch. I mean, this thing, oh man, dude, what a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful trade. And then once again, it comes down to the first target. Curls. Boom. Like, that's like a late entry. Like, obviously, I'd be scaling in, like, you know, down here. Like, this is the way I look at it, right? So it touches, has like a little consolidation. It goes up. Fake breakdown, right? Fake breakdown of this level. Then it reclaims it. Low or higher low, squeeze. Like, that's, I'm really starting to enjoy longs. Really, I am. But that's the difference. I killed it on this stock. I really kind of screwed up on on this. And really, like I said, the only thing that I wasn't really being mindful of was this thing had a shit ton of volume that was trapped above. But I had it in my head that I was like, dude, this is going to squeeze, it's going to squeeze, it's going to squeeze. And that was the problem. I had too much bias. The other thing was, you know, this thing's got literally zero volume until 9 o'clock. But then, you know, it's got a million shares above, right? This thing doesn't even get over a million shares until right here, where it squeezes people out of their short position, breaking over VWAP, and then slams back down, consolidates again, and then extra measures, breaks over, stuffs, and then slams back down. Like, this thing's just, you know, the only volume on the day was right here and right here, and it's got 5 million share float. You know, this thing's trading, you know, it probably took, shit, who knows, like, you know, 40, or not 40 minutes, but like 20 minutes to float rotate. You know, that other one's flow rotating every single minute, you know, and so like that means that there's demand, right? When there's demand, the stock's going to go up, and this is just kind of a lesson for you guys, a lesson for me. But I killed it on the other stock. This was just I had too much of a bias, and I will be working on going long a lot more. I feel like it's been working a lot lately. And the other crazy thing is, you know, when you go short, you know, I go short on these little pops up here. Awesome. You just got, you know, a 30-40 cent move to your first target. Awesome. The difference is, you know, not necessarily on this one, but, you know, on this, oops, when I got in right here and this is getting ready to squeeze over 3, you know, I'm up here at like 350 covering partial. I'm adding back. I'm covering more, another 20 cents higher. I'm adding back. I'm covering up another like almost dollar higher. You know, it's crazy, man. When you get these micro or these nano floats to just squeeze, dude, you can start making a lot of money. And like the other crazy thing is, you know, obviously like this, I don't have balls like this, but like, you know, imagine you did get in here too. Like, obviously you're like, I highly doubt anybody's gonna have the brain capacity to, you know, top tick the shit out of this thing. But I mean, who gives a shit, man? Like, you don't even have to make the full move. Like, just me getting to here, I made a killing today. And I mean, I missed most of the move. I got like a piece of the move. If I would have been in on this, Oh my god. Like that makes my little baby day over here like seem like nothing. This is twice as much. Crazy. These opportunities, and I've been seeing a lot of micro and nano floats lately. So this is definitely going to be something I look forward to. I hope you guys all did well today, and you guys capitalize on this stuff too. So I'll see you guys back on the next one.